The school year has started, and you've done a great job setting up rules and expectations in your classroom. Once in a while, you need to remind students to get back to work, to raise their hand, or to put away their fidget because they're kids, and reminding them of the rules is part of the job. But suddenly you realize you're spending more time reminding students and that lessons and work time are getting interrupted by students not following classroom expectations. By the end of the day, you're exhausted by the extra work you're putting in to keep students on track. I'm Jenny, your classroom coach, and today I'll show you how using the student-teacher points strategy will support your positive classroom environment while helping students follow classroom rules and routines. This strategy motivates students to follow your classroom expectations, and when students take charge of their own behavior, it energizes everyone. You can start the strategy at the beginning of the year or any time during the year. Students will easily adapt to this system. Let's get started. Before using this strategy, set up your classroom expectations. Keep them short and simple, like be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Each day, create an easy-to-see spot where you can keep a tally of student-teacher points. When you see your class following a classroom expectation, add a tally in the student column and quickly identify the expectations they followed. For instance, everyone walked through the hall respectfully, student point. Or, everyone was working responsibly during our math time, so you have earned another student point. If students do not follow expectations, usually after giving one reminder, add a tally to the teacher column. Give a short explanation of the reason for the teacher point. For instance, not everyone was responsible with their materials at the end of our transition, so I've earned a teacher point. Remember, keep your explanation simple and quick, and then move on. Never take away student points. Instead, give yourself one teacher point. Maintain a 3-to-1 or greater ratio of student to teacher points. That means for every teacher point you earn, work to award 3 or more points to the students. Be consistent and use student-teacher points throughout the day. You don't have to give a point every time you notice students following expectations, but noticing positive behavior 2 to 3 times per class period gives your students buy-in. The more positive feedback you can give your students, the more positive behavior they will show. At the end of the day, total up the points. If students win, plan a quick celebration. Celebrations can be done daily, but I recommend creating a 10 frame and having students earn their celebration after winning 10 times. Aim for this to happen every 2 weeks or so, which is a sweet spot for keeping kids motivated, and it helps you by not having to adjust your schedule too much for these short celebrations. If you're looking for ideas for this celebration time, be sure to check out our video for 10 quick classroom celebration ideas. Link is in the description below. Sometimes there is a student who tries to undermine the rest of the class's efforts to earn points. When this is happening, ignore their attempts for negative attention and award student points for the rest of the class. You'll need to work with that student's behavior differently, and in the description below, I've linked another video for ideas on how to do that. At the end of the day, you should see a lot of tally points on the student side. It is possible that the teacher wins. Some days are like that, but you'll know the strategy is working when students mostly win. Don't be afraid to give student points, or in other words, positive feedback when they show expected behaviors. The more points you give, the more positive changes you'll see in your classroom. Best of all, you'll end each day feeling energized and proud of your students. To help you get started, I've created some Google Slides to help introduce student-teacher points to your students. See the link in the description below for your free slides. The more you use student-teacher points, the less you'll have to stop lessons for behavior. A quick point regularly throughout your lessons will show your students how great they are at following your expectations. Be sure to check out our other videos on how to support positive student behavior in your classroom.